The thing is, games can come back when devs actually try and be forthcoming with the community. Cyberpunk and No Man's Sky has honestly given devs no excuse for like Shattered Space. True. The thing with CDPR and Hello Games is that they kind of owned up to it, you know? They kind of apologized, as far as I understand it, both companies. And Hello Games and Sean Murray, these guys are, like, this guy is insane. Like, how many expansions have there been for, or DLC for No Man's Sky has there been? Like, this guy and Hello Games, they just keep releasing new content all the time, and it's just free. Like, what the actual F, man? There's so many people just posting those memes, you know, Sean, I have money, Sean. Time for a new DLC. It's so crazy. I kind of want to get back into No Man's Sky now because I played that game a lot back when it launched. You know, it was addictive, kind of annoying that we didn't get a lot of the things that were promised, and I was kind of mad about it too. But I still enjoyed some of the base, you know, repetitive gameplay. But the fact that they keep just launching stuff, they're so crazy in a good way. It's like a positive crazy. It's like they're infected with the, you know, gotta make up for what I messed up back then. It's like, Sean, it's been, what is it, 10 years soon or something? Chill. You can charge people now again. Come on, dude. But you have 1,000 planets to explore. Yeah. That is the thing that I like about No Man's Sky, is because it just, like, there's a certain flow to the game that works. There's a certain artistic style. It's very sci-fi. It's like, it's almost fantasy-like. That makes this whole idea of exploring 1,000 planets almost appealing in a way, because you can encounter so many weird things in No Man's Sky. You get, like, they've added so many things and so many assets and new creature designs and things that can, like, algorithmically get created, that it's like, it's such a strange experience, and that's kind of what makes it so fun today to play. And compare that to Starfield, where everything is supposed to be like kind of hard sci-fi, but it doesn't really work when there's nothing interesting to find on most of these places. And the fact that it's a loading screen simulator makes it worse. I think Bethesda just needs to find a new game design. I don't think the usual Fallout ES style is working these days. It feels outdated. I mean, I don't think it works for new games, but then it's hard to say because we've only seen one new game from Bethesda after all these years. But I think it works for Elder Scrolls, and I think most people would probably be fine with Elder Scrolls being like created in the same way and have the same stylistic choices and playing basically like Skyrim, because people generally just want more of the same. So when it comes to Elder Scrolls and Fallout, I just think they just are gonna make the games look better in the creation engine and stuff, and I guess that's fair. But for a new franchise, I think people were hoping for, with Starfield, for the game to be much more different than what we'd seen before. Because when you watch the trailers for Starfield, the game looks very different in comparison to something like Elder Scrolls or Fallout. And so I think a lot of people were led to believe that this was going to be Bethesda's step up, their way of walking away a little bit from the same old formula they've used before. And I think that is the problem from the beginning. The expectation was for the game to be something different. And at the end of the day, Starfield really wasn't. Like people said, it was essentially just Skyrim in space, yes, but a worse Skyrim in space. It didn't have the charm that Skyrim had. It didn't have the magic that it had, just the emotional magic and everything. There's just so many things that that Starfield didn't have. I, for me, thought that Starfield was definitely going to be, like, I'm personally speaking for myself, that I thought it was going to be a departure from what the other games were. I think that's the biggest issue for me, at least.